watching the credits as everything rolled.
Yeah.
You know, actor David Oyelowo,
Right.
producer
Yeah.
David Oyelowo.
Oyelowo.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, is the stress level higher when your name is popping up multiple times within the credits versus, hey, like someone paid me to act, I came and did my job, and
Right.
let's hope they market it right. Like, you know, when
Yeah.
you the executive producer, man, you got to do it all.
Yeah, the stress levels are higher, but I would almost say it's about the responsibility, and it's a responsibility I like having. You know, I want to have a voice at the table. I want to be there to be able to say, look, when it comes to representation, you guys need to do better. When it comes to marketing films with people that look like me, you can't just put it into that black film
Yes.
box and then decide that therefore means it's a lesser release, less money, less attention,
Right.
and any degree of notoriety I have in order to be able to push that agenda is something I take very seriously.
Now, earlier you said, you wish there were certain relatives who you can talk to in the same way you talk to your niece in the movie Don't Let Go.
Right.
If there was anybody in pop culture who you could talk to and kind of navigate them through to make sure they didn't have something bad happen to them, who would you pick up the phone and call?
Oh,
or who
my-
you hope would be on the other end of your phone?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, no.
That's a really good. Well, as you know, I played Dr. King in Selma. I think he was a huge loss. So he's someone I would have gone back in time and maybe told him not to be in a certain hotel on a certain day.
Man, that and when I was thinking about that question, there's so many scenarios because it's like one of the things like, all right, if he survived that night at the Lorraine Motel or hotel, would there have been another incident? Would there have been another incident? Same thing, like if we saved Tupac, if it wasn't that night in Vegas,
Right.
would it have been another night? Same thing with Biggie.
Yeah.
Who else could we save?
Yeah,
Whitney
so
Houston.
many.
So many.
Yeah. I am a believer in things happen for a reason, and the butterfly effect. If time travel, if this film is clearly for you in terms of the multiverse that you believe in. I do think that if you tamper with one thing, the repercussions of it could be, devastating. Maybe they would be good. I don't know, but definitely we all are affecting each other in infinitesimal ways. I mean, when we talk about Oprah and Ava, I mean, I met Ava because I sat next to a guy on a plane who was watching me on an iPad in a show I used to do in the UK. He paused his screen, looked at me, said, "Is this you I'm watching on my iPad?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Someone just asked me to put money into a movie. Is that a good idea?" I said, "What's the script?" It had been written by Ava DuVernay. I read that script. I loved it so much. I called her up, asked if I could be in her film, which is Middle of Nowhere. And that's how we ended up doing Selma together and have this beautiful relationship together. If I'd sat one seat behind him,
Everything would have turned out differently.
It would have been different.
Now, let's just say if you did sit one seat behind that guy, what would David Oyelowo be doing right now? You still be
my goodness.
acting, right?
I'd still be acting, but, maybe Ava DuVernay would not have been the one to direct Selma, which for me would be not a good situation because, it was meeting her on Middle of Nowhere that really I found the person who had to direct that movie. So, I'm very glad it was her.